So what the hell do you do when you're trying to get back on the bike after an accident or an illness, injury? Man, it just ain't there. Hey everyone, it's Graeme Street. You're joining me here on my YouTube channel or on cyclo-core.com. It's been a little while since my last video. Last time you saw me, I was all banged up and hurt in unit after the accident. Today I'm not going to really talk about the accident at all. I'm going to talk about life and simple things that we can be doing when things get in our way from things that we love. I love riding my bike, and I've been enjoying my bike more the past few years than the past 30 years. Riding solo and riding with my soul has been a game changer in how I ride, my performance, my fitness. I know many of you that watch my channel or use my programs or subscribe to my club membership or whatever have been doing great things over the past couple years, kind of using me as a bit of inspiration or an idea bucket, if you will, to get out there and do things that you haven't done before. That's the best part of my job, not just helping you get stronger and more fit, but doing stuff that makes you happy on the bike. And this year in particular, before the accident, I have been doing truckloads of just incredible stuff. I mean, hell, just 4 days before this accident, which was on June 25th, I still can't believe it's been that long now. It's now August 6th, I believe. I did a 200-mile ride, my first 200-miler, solo, on my gravel bike. So that was an epic day. That was 4 days before the accident, which is hard to believe, but life is funny that way. And my fitness was basically at a peak. I mean, I was at peak physical condition coming into the ride with John and Tim. And now, you go from here to here. And I know many of you have experienced that before, whether it would be illness, injury, getting hit by a truck, something happens in your life, something happens to a family member, or just shit gets in the way, and you can't do what you normally do. It's been tough. I was able to get on the bike about 3 weeks after the accident. To be honest with you, that was a mistake. It was too soon. I have since had ongoing problems with my neck and ongoing migraines, which has been my biggest issue. So I need to get some more of that checked out. I don't think it's anything major, but I went head first into the truck, so I can't imagine that my muscles and everything back there aren't all tweaked out. During the day, it's okay. On the mountain bike, I'm much better up through my neck and my back, but my thumb, which was dislocated at the accident, is in serious pain pretty much all the time, especially when I'm having to trigger shift on the mountain bike. So it's kind of a catch-22. I can ride because my spine is in a better alignment with the mountain bike bars being so wide, but my thumb kind of takes me out of commission. So I'm going to be, I think, moving my shifter over to the other side and maybe playing it with it that way. I'm not really sure yet. I'll have to figure that out as I go. Look, it's tough to lose as much fitness as I had. Any of you that have been at peak condition or near peak condition, or you're trucking along, everything's going great, something gets in the way, it can be depressing. It can feel like you're light years away from where you were before. I know we've talked about this in previous videos. It's funny how certain things come up again and again and again. It's a common theme, and I think to be an everyday cyclist, you have to understand that you're never going to be on this continual upward ramp, that life is going to get in the way many times and slow us down, or in some cases, shut us down. I've been slowed down quite dramatically, but tolerable. John and Tim have been shut down, basically couch-ridden for the past, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever, how many weeks it is. I think it's 6 weeks now. And they're going to still be bedridden and couch-ridden for an additional, we don't know yet. So mentally, that's tough for a lot of us to deal with. What I've been trying to do to deal with it is take walks with my dog and my family. I've been getting back into running again, which has not been bothering my neck and my back as much. It's still, I can't go past about an hour without some serious fatigue through my shoulders and my neck, for whatever reason. No matter what I've tried to do to strengthen the area, it just is not working yet. But I have faith that it will at some point. Whether you can believe it or not, I hired myself a trainer, someone that I really respect in the area, someone that is a real specialist with functional and core strength training, the only kind of trainer that I would ever hire. I know it's weird for me to to admit that I've hired someone to help me out, but sometimes you need support to get back to where you go. I know that that's been part of my job for the past, 12 years, 13 years now, is to support people getting back after setbacks like this. I mean, helping cyclists get back after injury or illness or being hit. All of my programs help with that. So I've been doing it for others for a long time now. So sometimes it's one of the things this accident has taught me is to be willing to ask for help. And that's been good. I've asked you for help. I asked you for help after the accident, giving me a break for July. Many of you overwhelmed me with not only just emotional support, but also monetary support, donations. I mean, it's been incredible, and I can't thank you enough. It's funny that can really expedite the healing process for many people when you go through this. And again, it doesn't have to be an injury or getting hit by a truck. It could be anything. I think all too often we assume that when someone is taken out of commission for whatever reason, that it has to be something dramatic that can make someone really in a hole. And I know that many of you have been following me for years. You know that I've been in many holes in many different ways. This is just a physical one. I won't lie, it's been the past couple weeks getting back on the bike. It's not the same as it was before. I'm a little bit nervous out on the road bike. The road bike's going to be out for a while. I rode the road bike just a few days ago, and I was supposed to be out for like 4 or 5 hours was my hope. That didn't happen. I made it to about an hour, and I guess the narrow grip or something is just really shutting me down up top, and I had to bail on the ride, which is disappointing. It is what it is. It allows me to go and work on my mountain bike. It allows me to go do some trail running. It allows me to do some other things. Sometimes it's nice to get that break anyway. You know, I couldn't have continued on that upward trajectory that I was headed on before the accident anyway. I was going to have to down cycle. And sometimes, and we've talked about this, and I've told many customers about this again and again, sometimes life has a funny way of telling you it's time to take a bit of a break, dude. I had to get hit by a truck to get slowed down. That says a lot about commitment and about passion and about what you love. And I haven't lost my love with it. I haven't lost my passion for it. I've just temporarily been given a pause. And a pause is good. It gets you to think in different ways. It gets you to rethink about what you want to do. And I'm excited about what that means for me coming back into the riding scene, so to speak. I haven't been able to do my work as much as I'd like. I'm usually in editing mode right now. I've been filming stuff or whatnot, and then sitting at the desk and doing editing. That's been a problem with the hand, which is fine. I kind of needed a break from that anyway. I do have a new cyclo-fast program coming out, which is a coaching program, so I don't have to use my hands as much. I can just use my mouth and my loquacious behaviors to get that work done. So that should be coming out soon. That's going to go along with the stamina program, which I know many of you are using. Bottom line, expect delays, expect shutdowns, expect slowdowns, and use them as opportunities to bridge to the next step. Every slowdown I've ever had in my life, every shutdown I've ever had has always, unequivocally, led to greater highs. But sometimes the timetables aren't what we want them to be. We get really frustrated, we get really angry, we get depressed, we think that there's something wrong with us, we think we've done something wrong. We think that we're lazy. Sometimes things are just what they are, and sometimes they're there for a really particular good reason. You just have to have the faith in yourself to believe in that. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please always share it with other friends. Like it if you do. If you're not a member of my club or whatnot, I'd love for you to join. I've got great programs and things for you to use. Cyclo 90 Masters is one of my most popular programs, the Stamina program. I've got some stuff for you below to check out. To speak again, with a smile on your face, I will update you. I'm going to be spending some more time on my mountain bike, which is the only thing I can really do right now. So that means some new adventures, and I'll be updating you as those go through. Rather than smile, I'll talk to you later.